right, welcome to Cup Full Podcast. We back with episode 2. My name is Terrence Latham. Um, Ask Coach T on IG, so check me out. And we here with the boss man.
Tevin Battle. On IG, my name is Tev underscore the detailer.
Beautiful, beautiful. We got our sponsor. Just want to shout them out. Gritty Garments. Again, we're not wearing a T-shirt today, but he make T-shirts and apparel. You can check them out online as well. At
GrittyGrit.com.
grittygrit.com. So check them out. Also, if you're interested in being a sponsor on our show, reach out to us on our Instagram page, Cupful Podcast. All of our information is there. We would love to have you as a sponsor. You want to get your business out there, and the people to see it. Again, we would love to have you. We're over in VA, so just wanted y'all to know. Yep, yep. We got some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things in store today. Some heavy conversations, some fun conversations. I think some things also that we all want to talk about and we all want to hear. So we ready?
Absolutely.
No
Let's
doubt,
get to it,
no
bro.
doubt. So episode 1 with Mr. Battle, we come in and we talked about his business. If you haven't checked out episode 1 yet, go check it out. It's on YouTube. Now we're here, episode 2. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper. We're gonna get a little bit heavier in the conversation. But I got something special, man. I want to start out with, man.
Talk to me, bro.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, man, there was a post on Facebook. Again, we're in Virginia, like the Hampton Roads area, Hampton, Newport News, Chesapeake, Portsmouth, Suffolk. That's the area we call it the 757. So there was a post out. A young lady made a post, and she was trying to make a point of saying for you to have a business here and for it to be successful, you have to be popular. And that's the only way that the people in Virginia are gonna support you, right? Man, and you go through the comments, it was healthy. It was people all over the place. Some people agreeing, some people disagreeing. I believe from what I read, it was more people agreeing with her that you have to be popular to have a business to succeed in the 757. So my question is to you, how do you feel about that? Is there some truth to that? Like, where do you stand on that topic?
Um, I don't agree. Being popular, of course, it helps because the seven cities is small. I mean, it's not that big whatsoever. And shoot, I've been here all my life. I humbly say like I'm popular, but that doesn't define the success of my business. Of course, by me knowing multiple people, me being extroverted, it helped me. But the work that you put in and your integrity is what builds your business. Because if that was the case, in my opinion too, businesses have been successful before social media as well. It was by word of mouth. If you got good product, no matter what it is, they're gonna speak on it, and that creates success.
Okay. So, question for you.
Hmm.
You say you're a little popular. People know you.
Hmm.
Is the people I'm sorry, are the people that you know and that know you from social media or from wherever they know you from, are they your customers?
No, it's about half. That's I'm glad you asked that. Majority of the people who know me, I have it's half and half. Half have supported me, even and support go in multiple forms, right? You can get they can send you my number somebody else's way. I've been tagged on several occasions if somebody looking for a detailer, but no, I've had clients who were complete strangers that didn't know me at all. They only knew of me by word of mouth based off of the work that I produced. And those are some and those same clients that didn't know me, are the clients that are most like I say about 90% of them are clients that they book monthly maintenance packages with me. Like they are my clients that's locked in.
Okay, but are they people that knew you prior, or they're new customer? They're new people.
New customers.
So, okay. So, from your opinion, like, if from your opinion and from where you stand and your experience, would you say that it's true that you got to be popular in the 757 to run a successful business?
No.
Okay, okay. I mean, if I can give my opinion as well, I, I there's a couple different ways that I can answer that question, right? And I'll answer in two ways. I'll answer it from where I stand, and I'll say this as well. The first part of that question, it depends on what you're doing, right?
Hmm.
So if you are a hairstylist and you're selling wigs, right?
Hmm.
And like you like the popular girl in town and everybody know you, it could go one or two ways. Either everybody show you love, you know what I mean, and
Hmm.
buy it, or everybody hates you, you know what I
Right.
mean? And like or everybody is hating on you and then they don't support you,
Right.
right?
Right.
I think it could have something to do with the type of business that you have
Hmm.
and the type of business that you own. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So, and the second part, from my experience, I've only built businesses that had their own identity, right? So when I started my detailing business, it was more, it was always reliable detailing. It was always its own thing.
Hmm.
And, I mean, even from now, people knew me as, of course, from building a business and had to work in it in the beginning. But I always built it with its own identity on purpose,
Right.
so that you you would separate me in the business. Now, everybody and their mama knew me and knew that I owned reliable detailing, knew I was detailing cars. They knew that. But I would say 99% of my clientele was new customers. And the people that I knew, or the people that like family or whatever, it was always uh interesting to
Hmm.
do business with them. You know what I mean?
Discounts was expected.
I mean, it's just,
Got you.
oh man, you can't put me
We
in the
just gonna
front.
put it out there.
Like, bro, I'm going to do this car for $200. You want me to do yours for $30,
Right. Right.
and you gonna complain, and then I'm gonna have to, like, now you ain't gonna be talking to me no more because I charged you $30, and I couldn't come right away. So I would just lie and be like, man, we booked, man. You know what I mean? Like, we booked, man. You can't. I'm like, man, I can't. I'm my schedule booked. You want
Right.
me to?
Right.
You know what I mean? So from my experience, so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So my question for you is, as a business owner, do you feel like you're successful? Or, an even better question, what does success look like to you?
Success look like to me, from what
It's
you
your
said,
definition now.
from what you said in episode one, being able to have your time back, just having financial freedom, to just have time back. 'Cause like I said, daggone, time is everything. You can get anything in this world back but time. It ain't even about the money. It's that time. So I say all that to say what you asked me. Do I feel like my business has been successful, or do I feel like I'm failing? I have failed for a long time in business. Absolutely.
You failed?
I feel like cause of the time.
Okay. I mean, elaborate a little bit. Because failure is that's a deep word, man.
Got
Failure. So all right, let me help you a little bit. So you have a business,
you. Mhm.
right? That you make money in,
Mhm.
correct? People know your name, your phone ringing. You barely have time to live because the business is so busy, correct? Um, you're able to sustain yourself and your family from this business.
Mhm.
Am I right? So is that failure?
In my eyes, for the simple fact, I feel like I should be further than where I am. I should have. I won't say I should have, but at this point, after 10 years, I wanted the employees. I wanted to be able to they're gonna have them call, and I'd be like, all right, well, this cool. I got this set up. I'm right now. I'm still being the secretary. I'm
Hmm.
putting in all the footwork. They're gonna being the videographer. They're going. I got to create content. That's a lot. So you right. Failure is deep. I feel like I'm not where I feel like I want to be in
Okay.
business.
Okay. Okay. So so what does success look like for you?
Um, that time being back. After 10 years
I need you to give me a little like go detail for me.
with the time.
Yeah, tell me what success. I want to be on the ranch. People working for me. I ain't
Yeah,
doing that. Like I need you to kind of give me clear vision on
I
what
got you.
success look for you. Look
I
like for
want to
you.
be able to same way how you said that on in the last episode. You was able what you made 300 and some thousand a year, right?
Yeah, 360.
360. That's success. That's and you said you was in Virginia Beach on your bike while you had people calling you,
Yeah.
your employees calling you. You able to do what you want to do because you done put the work in.
Hmm.
After 10 years, I feel like I done put the work in, and I feel like I'm still chasing, I'm still putting the work in, and I'm getting older, so it's like it's exhausting now. It's like I'm at that point to where I'm like, man, like we spoke on, like man, I don't know how much longer I gotta find a new route, or they're going possibly, which I don't want to do, give it up.
Okay. That's a good point, man. What does giving up look like for you? Because
Hmm.
obviously this is a source of income,
Right.
correct? So you give up, you close the business, and now you have an entire income that's missing. Like, what do we do with that?
Hmm. That's another thing. Is that's their skill. And then if I let the business go, I ain't gonna say give up. If I let the business go, I had to solely depend on a 9 to 5, which isn't guaranteed. So it's like still that skill that ain't balanced.
Hey, let me. Can I ask this?
Hmm.
What do you like doing more though? Do you like the job more, or do you like
It's a great
detailing
question.
more?
I
Like
love
out,
I,
out of all of it, like what do you like doing?
I love detailing. I love detailing.
So you saying you would choose detailing over the shipyard
Absolutely.
any day?
Any day.
Okay.
Mm.
What you got, Dave?
I don't. I mean, when I was out there for 5 years, it did feel good. Like leaving my job, I ain't gonna say it was scary because I had some money tucked away. Like I said
Hmm.
again, I don't want to repeat the same thing we already talked about. But I think um I think it gave me time to experience being working for myself for 5 years,
Okay.
like the ups and downs, and try to get me to understand how business go.
Okay.
Um, if you passionate about it and you love it and you like it better than doing your full time job, then that'll definitely work out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I mean that's a good point. Like if you are if you love detailing and you love it more than being at the shipyard, why are you at the shipyard?
Um, Finance. So, um, I never knew. Yeah, I never knew how much I was bringing in. You explained that. I know. I try not to go back to episode 1, but
No,
we
man, we
going.
have to do it
Yeah,
so we can
yeah.
talk about it. Yeah.
So I never knew how much I brought in monthly or annually. I just
Okay.
know. I just knew I was bringing in good money with detailing.
Okay.
That was pretty much it. So I don't know the numbers part of it. If I got the numbers part of it, I'd be able to know how to, balance how much to spend, how much I'm kicking out, or whatever like that, and I won't have to rely on both the shipyard and detailing.
Okay.
Cause now I'm looking at it like whatever I spend or whatever I save with the shipyard, I know I got this money with detailing on the back end and vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what that's what that has been for all of this time. Like I never kept really had everything structured how you did.
Hmm.
And that's what that has also been the part of the business where I've been failing at.
Okay.
And that's a major part.
You remember what I said last time, episode 1, about that? Remember the first 10 years and when I was in business, I was operating like you were,
Right.
right?
Hmm.
I didn't know my numbers. I didn't understand my numbers. It took me getting married. I got married. and I was like, I can't keep living like this.
Right.
And I, I made some moves, and I sold some vans and put some money up or whatever. But um, I was hiring accountants and all these people to try to help me like learn and understand my numbers because I knew it was a numbers problem. I knew 2 plus 2 was 1, right? I knew that for a fact. It's supposed to be 4,
Mm-hmm.
but it was 1 at Reliable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it was 1 is because I couldn't. Every time I made $1, I lost 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
cause
I'm
you
like,
got he lost me just then. He said I knew 2 plus 2. I got you. I see
you
what
understand what I'm saying?
I got you. I got
So where you looking at, all right, 200, 100, 80.
you.
You looking at 80, but 80 is not your. If you charging $80 is not your profit margin.
Right.
You know what I mean? When it took you $72 to do the car,
Hmm.
and you made $8, and you learn from your numbers. Like I had to do my numbers 3 or 4 times. I'm like, wait, hold on, okay, $40.
Mm.
It cost me this, that, and I'm making
Mhm.
$13 off a car wash.
Yeah.
So I had to redo the numbers a couple times because I thought I had missed something.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm wrong. After I learned that I was making $13 a car, it won't even a question as if it was washing cars no more. We done. What I'm working for $13 for?
Right.
What are we doing?
I think a big part we forgot is about we forgot about is even though you factor in all that in,
Mhm.
you still got to factor in the number of chemicals too, like the price of chemicals. Some guys just go to AutoZone Advance every day, and that adds up. But if you ain't-
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Well,
That that play a big part.
because it's numbers, right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's 2 plus 2.
yeah.
And if you go on AutoZone and you spending double, like literally spending double the money,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
so really good point, Dave. Right?
Yeah.
So we have friends that's in the business that has big shops. They have employees. And they doing big things, right? So do you personally, and I'm asking y'all each this question, right?
Mhm.
When you look at them and look at their model, do you define them as successful? Right? And in comparison to you, 10 years in, 1 van, 1 man, you doing your thing, whatever, right?
Mhm.
And now you got a guy we got 2 friends in particular that has big shops, you know what I mean? Bunch of employees, and they charging thousands of dollars, right? Do you consider them successful?
I do.
Yeah. The
Okay.
the people I know, I do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why?
But then again, it depends on what you
The
call
overhead.
successful. It depends on what you call successful.
All right. So, can you elaborate on what when you say?
I'm gonna say this. I say it because they got a system in place. Most of the time, when a person got a shop, they got a system in place with the employees they have. When you
Okay.
mobile and you working by yourself, it's
Okay.
just you.
Okay.
You know, I feel like it's harder to scale mobile. That's just me.
Okay.
But I feel like when I see shops and I see people running shops, they got employees. They can overlook the work. Like they can go in the back. All right, man, you didn't do this. Hey, where the team leader at? They can overlook that. Out there in the field, you send a couple of vans out. You're
Mhm.
gonna get calls. Hey, the customer. Hey, so and so did this and that. It's kind of
Okay.
different. So I feel like they more open to be able to put a system in place.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
Yeah.
Question.
Mm.
So you heard of 1 hour heating and cooling?
Mm.
Uh,
Got all the vans.
yeah, all these plumbing companies, heating and air, all these different glass masters, auto glass now. These people have multiple vans, multiple employees. What are they doing different than us? Or are you saying that the detailing market is the only market that can't be scaled?
Mm.
Damn. It, what? All right. Well,
Ooh.
name. I don't even want to name a shop, but who has a shop that got multiple vans running though?
Not around here. I
Yeah,
don't know.
everybody that tries, I haven't seen no successful shop that got multiple vans running that's A-OK.
Okay. Why? That's the true question.
I think more goes into it than
Like what?
well, I can't say it go more HVAC, they do stuff. They go to people's houses. That's a big job. That's more money.
Come on, you
So-
talking about a
Yeah,
$20,000 job,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They going in people addicts. These people are in. Would you send your employees in somebody's house? I'm talking about literally go in their house and go walk through the house, check the vents. Would you be comfortable with your employees being in somebody's house?
I ain't never had an employee.
If you had one, would you be comfortable with your employee going in an $800,000 house, a $500? Now when I say that, we talking about the mindset of the customer that owns a $500, $600, $700,000 house, right? Would you be comfortable with your employee going in that person's house or crawling under a $800,000 house?
Gotta be. He probably been well trained with no company.
Yeah.
And then you doing a background check. Hopefully, right? But is the same thing going? Yeah.
Never know.
Dang, man, he done tricked us up.
Yeah.
So
Cause now you got me thinking about when you said that. I'm thinking about Stanley Steamer. 'Cause they send the vans out to shampoo the
Yes, sir.
carpets in the house.
and that's a totally different industry,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about that now. I'm
Okay.
like, they got multiple vans. They sending the
Locations.
little thing in your mail. Get 2 rooms done for $89.
$39.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, dang man, I don't, man.
Yeah, you got me on that one time.
Yeah.
So here's the question, right? The real question is, what are they doing different that our detailing industry is missing? Right? If you can find the answer to that question, because there's no way, and let y'all tell me if you agree with me. There's no way that we can say that every other industry can be scaled except the mobile detailing market.
Would it be because they working together? Like, is a franchise still, or
I mean, we got independent. We got Allen Myers Plumbing, Curtis Key Plumbing. Like I know Mr. Curtis. As a matter of fact, I know Allen Myers. He had like 20 vans. Curtis Key back in the days, for real, he had 100 vans. You know what I mean? I'm talking about. I bought a couple vans from him back in the days. You know what I mean? And turned them into detailing vans. You know what I mean? I myself, I had 4 vans at one time, and I had 3 vans leaving my shop every single day.
And then you scaled down to 1, right?
Yeah, because I was broker than I ever been in my life. But I had the clientele. I had the business. I had the clientele. I had the employees. I had the vans.
So what was it? The work ethic of the employees?
yeah, what made you scale back down to 1?
Because it was the owner. The owner didn't have enough processes in place and procedures in place, right? I didn't understand the numbers. I'm the owner, just in case.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But somebody could be slow in the audience, so you gotta be like the owner. So I thought he was the owner, and then you know what I mean. And they spent 30 minutes. They done called and paused the podcast. Who else owned it? Then they researching.
They done Googled it.
You know what I mean? They Googled it.
Nah, but
LLC.
he telling.
Bro, it was me, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
He just the guy that wear the orange suit.
You know what I mean? So I was the problem, right? Marcus Lemonis. Y'all know who that is?
No.
The Prophet. Okay. I used to sit and watch this man's show anyway. He talked about people, process, and products, right? Those 3 things are what you need to scale your business, right? Now, I didn't all the way understand this back in the days. I understood it, but not like in layman's terms. Like I read it, it was Chinese, and I had Google to translate it for me. But I ain't understand it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, man, like, you gotta have the right people. Your trucks gotta look good, and the uniforms, and you gotta give a good product. That's where we had integrity, and we did a good job, and I taught culture and all of that. The number one thing we missing is numbers, bro. Most people don't know and understand their numbers, right?
Yeah.
if you knew, like when I figured out that I was making $13, it was like $8. It was something stupid off a car wash. We was doing like $40 cars. And I'm like, yo, how am I making, like, this is crazy. So I'm like, I'd rather be at home and do nothing than be here, right? So I began to understand my product. Then I start to understand employees. Like you have to understand people and employees. Everything is purpose driven, right?
Right.
People say, "Oh, it's hard." We hear this all the time. Man, it's hard to find good people to work for you.
Yeah.
Y'all agree with that? But there's people that go to McDonald's. There's literally people that work at McDonald's and been there for 10 years. Am I lying?
That's true.
It's dudes that work in the back of KFC that's moving chicken and been there for 13, 14 years. 20. I personally know a guy that's been at Popeyes for 20 years. And he make like $7 an hour. You know what I mean? But he there.
Yeah.
So we got to ask ourselves, and we all talk about, employees this, employees that. But what training do you have with working with employees? Like, do you understand the mindset of an employee? Because an employee don't think like you and me.
Right.
If you're an owner, and I'm going to prove it, would you come work for me?
What, now?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna be honest.
Hey, you
Let
gotta
me-
ask, what's the
Put
pay
me on.
first?
What you mean?
What's the pay first?
See, there go Dave ask the question.
What- I
I'm
need to-
learning.
hey,
I'm learning though.
Nah,
I already
I
know.
get
okay?
that.
I'm already know you gonna
you
gonna
got
put me on.
401k.
Okay, let me be a little bit more detailed.
Yeah.
Hold
yeah,
on. How long is the lunch break?
Yeah, cause
Correct. Like where do I gotta work at? What I'm gonna be doing? How much I'm making? So you'll come work for me for $18 an hour?
detailing
Yeah.
with knowing this is not knowing you from Adam or this
You gonna
knowing,
be out there in the slums cleaning cars, dog. What you gonna do?
we got to go back to episode 1 again. When you asked me, daggone, you say you would coach for free,
Uh-huh.
right?
Mhm.
I genuinely like detailing that much. Like, I had shout out to my mom's again, daggone. When she seen the daggone, when she seen the video, she said you was doing so good. She said, why you ain't tell Terrence? Daggone, she said you folded. She was like, she didn't say folded per se, but she was like, tell him, like, yeah, you that passionate about
Okay.
detailing, like,
Okay.
yeah. So, and not knowing you from Adam would be something different. But if we talking about your success story and everything now,
Right,
absolutely.
right.
$18 an hour to get the knowledge out, and you probably don't expect me to work for you forever. But
Right. Well, you understand the investment. It's like
Right.
it's a give and take. So you again, bro, that you're more of a business owner. You understand, like, I'm gonna give this because I know what I'm gonna receive in return is tenfold. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? My employees feel the same way about me when they work for me, right? I make them feel like I let them. It ain't about feelings. It is feelings, but I let them know that I'm grateful and I appreciate them. But in return, I also invest in them. You see what I mean? Last episode, I told you, one of my guys, he trying to get his license. I said, you get your license, I'm going to help you get a car.
Yeah.
And I meant what I said. You know what I'm saying? Because if you elevating, I want to see you grow. I want to see you do better. And if he get a car and he quit and he go work for somebody else, I'm cool with that. But the culture that I teach, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I scratch your back, you scratch my back.
Right.
It's a culture. Here's my point. Let's go back to the question again. Why can't we run a successful mobile detailing business? Why? Now, I don't know anybody outside of Virginia that has multiple vans and like that's killing it either, right? And I've been out of the industry for a long time, too, a couple years, so I ain't been researching, but I was the research guy. I kind of, you know what I mean? But again, like, what are we missing? I got one more question for you. I don't know if you all the way answer this question for me, but what is success? You love detailing. You enjoy what you do. If you could close your eyes and picture I ain't saying close your eyes. Well, we wouldn't know anyway. But
Oh yeah,
so
we get on that. I gotta stop, man. I ain't trying to be cool.
be cool, man, today, man.
Let the people from
I
the
told him you
podcast know
cool
that.
tail, man.
Yeah,
It's all good.
ain't trying to be
Trying to
cool,
get
man.
another
I gotta
sponsor.
stop. My eye looks full like somebody
Trying-
done clocked me,
I'm
man.
trying to get another sponsor for some eye cream.
Yeah.
That's it. Hey, Stevie Wonder, if you listening, man, you know what I mean? We need you. You can sponsor. But no, serious. In all seriousness, what does like literally a successful business look like for you? And bro, this is your vision. I ain't talking about like if you say you want 10 shops, 59 employees, you want to make whatever. Like, tell me what success. It could be one van, 2 employees. You don't have to work no more. Like, what is your success? Like, what does true success look like for you?
Residual. Of course, employees. I would like to have had a shop.
Why?
Just so for those employees that may come in and out of town, they might want to do a drop off.
Employees or
not employees? I'm sorry, customers.
Mhm.
So when I had a question for you back there. I'll finish answering your question.
Okay.
When you had the shop, that's a question I would want to ask somebody that had a shop. That the customers that came in,
hmm
did they like the convenience of being able to drop their vehicles off, or did they feel like it was an inconvenience? They rather y'all was it a point of having a shop? I should say.
Well, I had a why for why I had a shop.
Why?
I was sick of detailing, and I was sick of the weather. I was sick of the cold, the hot.
Really?
I was sick of that. That was number one.
Okay.
So I still kept my mobile vans, but I was gonna let like the new guys that come in, you work on a van, and then you work your way up to the shop. My shop was all the because all back in the days, bro, we was washing cars.
Mm-hmm.
So want no ceramic brake dust cleaner, and like y'all got the ceramic window cleaner, the ceramic headliner, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, ceramic window tint, like it's everything.
Everything's
It won't we wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? So as the market, I remember it was a company called Shine Car Shine. I actually tried to purchase Shine Car Shine. Right, this is a true story,
I remember them.
bro. I'm telling you,
Bro,
dog,
they was different.
bro.
Over
They
there by Lynn Haven Mall.
yeah. No, you know what they was at first?
Nah.
They was on Indian River Road. So I had a Lexus. I bought me a Lexus, right? I was doing my thing too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took my car up there. Now I'm a detail. I got a detailing company. I took my car up there for them to detail it, and they told me like $600. I'm like, yo, this dude is tripping, bro. $600.
Back then, the price was
Man, he was. Let's say it was like $400 maybe. It was like four. But bro, we talking about back in the day, $400.
Yeah.
You can't put no gas in your car for $400 now. But back then, $400, it was like, yo, like, what are we? This probably 2006 maybe.
It was back there. This was before I
2007?
started detailing because
Yeah.
I was looking at their site and I was like,
Bro,
this shop was crazy, man.
bro, he was doing big. So watch this. I wanted to. I modeled everything was a model. I modeled my uniforms and my menus and stuff behind McDonald's, and like I watched the big boys and I seen him and I'm like, I want to be Shine Car Shine. So I went to try to like as I elevated and grew in the business, I went to go try to buy the company, right? And when he let me work there, my company was running. He knew I had my business. The guy was getting old. He had like multiple sclerosis or whatever he had, and he was like I heard that he was trying to get away from it. So I'm like, bro, I can at least run the shop, learn the business. Man, I went over there to work for him. Bro, they got Q-tips. Literally, bro, got Q-tips. I'm like, bro, they got a tornado, dog. Like, you don't need that no more. I swear to God, you don't need no Q-tips. And he was like, nah, this is what we do. This is why our customers like, he laid on the ground, bro. He was, you know, like that press button that you was doing, dog? You and him, you probably could have bought that business, bro. Bro, he laid on the ground and laid on this little roller cart and was underneath the car, like, you know how the car go down and under?
yeah.
Bro, he was under there cleaning the car. I said, bro, nobody, nah, all right? Ain't nobody. Now, I wanted to go to the next level. So when I went to his shop, I'm like, yo, everybody using air now. He was closed minded to doing anything different.
Mhm.
Well, the industry had finally caught up with him,
Mhm.
and it surpassed him, prices and all. And I'm like, yo, y'all doing all of this for $300. I'm like, yo, we doing, way less than that. We ain't using no Q-tips, and we doing a car that in an hour and a half. His cars was like, it was probably taking 8 hours to do a car, bro. It do not take that long to clean no car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was doing the same thing we was doing, wasn't nothing special. You know what I mean? And, I mean, it was some that Q-tip stuff and all that, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when I realized, I'm like, if I buy this company, everybody that walked in the door wanted him, wanted the owner, and they was like, yo, is he here? And then we'd be like, nah. And they'd be like, all right, I'll come back. So what I realized is, even if I bought this company, when they meet, like he started kind of introducing me, I worked there for probably about a week.
Mhm.
And my company is running at this time. And he was trying like introduce me, and people just was like, who is this guy? You know what I mean? And I realized that he is the business. And if he walks away, if I buy this company, it's not gonna do. And he wasn't open to the new technology. He didn't use a pressure washer. They only use a water hose. So they clean behind the wheels with a brush. And I'm like, bro, I'll put some acid,
Mhm.
3 pumps, and take
Yeah.
that pressure washer and that
Yeah.
rim clean. Bro, they was like, so, and he felt like that was him detailing. You know what I mean? Like that was, so when I was trying to elevate, I was looking for opportunity. That was an opportunity, but I wanted to like become like the premier, like waxing and buffing, because that stuff was like starting to elevate. And I'm
Right.
like, man, this is where I want to go. That's why I opened up a shop.
I got
So
you.
that was and I wanted to be out of the weather. So that was my why and why I had a shop. And then I knew the mobile detailing was going to be what it was because I had been doing it for so many years. You know what I mean? So having mobile and a shop, two different incomes, you know what I mean? That was my why.
Got you.
Yep,
I got you.
yep. But I need your purpose.
Purpose.
I mean, your what's your business?
Success.
Yeah, yes.
Um, full fledged residual. Time.
I need details.
Just to where, like we had said, I'll be able to work when I pick and choose when I want to work, and
Okay.
have employees, and I don't have to be there on site every time. And then I got my employees that I know I can trust is gonna do a good job there, and integrity gonna be there. That's a part of what
Hmm.
I see as a
You
success.
still working at the shipyard?
No,
Hey, bro, this nah for
no,
real.
no, no, no. If I'm looking at it as full fledged a successful business for me, and looking at it as success in general, shipyard is out of the window. I would only have my business.
Well, what if you worked at the shipyard and you had two guys running your mobile van and you cleared $2,000 a week off your mobile van and you literally ain't have to do any work?
I still gotta clock into the shipyard though, and still get them time. But that's better. But
But would that be success for you? Or are you saying you need to quit? This is why I'm asking you that.
mhm,
Because like success is defined by each person, right?
mhm,
This is just my opinion. I think that we should all have our own idea of what success looks like for us, right? So if your view of okay, like for instance, I got friends that got big detail shops. They got all these clients. They doing PPF and all this correction and all that stuff, and they killing it, right?
mhm,
I love it. Well, they're successful in there. That's what they wanted.
right.
For me, I have I work we work I just started a new detailing company. We got work Monday through Friday, right? I barely gotta work. Like I ain't worked in 2 weeks now because it's been quiet. The company brings me all of the work. Like I don't have to market, I don't have to promote, I don't have a shop, I don't have overhead, I don't have rent. I spend $200 a month in chemicals, $300 a month in chemicals because I just bought some more chemicals today, and it took me to 300. But because I'm buying in bulk.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm buying a 55 gallon anyway, and I my company averages about $18,000 a month, and we work from 8:30 to 5 p.m. every day.
That's success.
For me, that's successful because guess what? I could take my talents to South Beach. And now I got something else going on over here where I can put my time and energy over here while that's making me money. But that's my idea of success. What is your idea of success?
Being able to lead a shipyard
Okay.
and basically not, I won't have to touch every car. I have my employees and
How many?
no more. I can do 2, 3 employees max and
Okay.
be good.
How many vans?
2 vans.
Okay. So and how many people per van?
One guy that got the most experience on one van, then the 2 guys, or the one guy with the most experience, and then like the newer guy with him, and then another guy that I'm comfortable with. I'll go with him sometimes out there like that, and then just having that time back.
Okay.
I'm super big on time now, cause this year November will make 13 years total in the shipyard. I ain't gonna say I feel like a failure, but I failed at my plan with that because I said I was gonna give them 10 years max.
So is that failure? Or is that trial and error?
We can say trial and error. I'll say trial and error.
Because you can't predict the future, right?
Right.
And you had many bumps and bruises along the way that was unaccounted for, right?
Right.
Remember the engine on your car blew out, right? Or you got put out of this house, or you had a baby.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so all of those things wasn't accounted for, right?
Right.
So when there's new things that's like piled on that's unaccounted for, and we have to readjust, does that define us as failure? Like, is that defined as failure? You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I just want to give you a different way to look at it. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate it. Yeah.
And I think everybody, like, this is kind of what I want to talk about. Like, everybody should have your own story. You know what I mean? You should have your own lane. And sometimes we get caught up, like we like all right, prime example. One of the guys that I'm talking about that got a big shop. I'm trying not to call names, but when I was in the business, he was coming to me like, yo, Terrence, what you doing, man? Like, I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? And he was washing cars, right? I watched him go from being literally a car washer, dog. Like, he was killing it. He had the sign out there, $3 a car, whatever he was charging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't $3 because that's crazy. But he had the sign on the street. I'm charging $10 a car. He know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To a full-fledged, got his own chemical line. You know what I mean? Like, killing it, bro. You feel me? I'm talking. But I was at the top. I had 4 vans. I had a shop. I had all these staff. I was doing all this. We was killing it. You know what I mean? And I got burnt out. And I watched him. He was talking to me at times. What you doing? I was giving him advice, telling him this. He took that and 10 times it. You know what I mean? And I've been out the game for 5 years, whatever. He's still in the game. You know what I mean? And he killing it. Now, what I want, is he successful? Absolutely, especially in his eyes too, right? And in the public eye. For me, I don't want all that. I don't want to shop with all these employees and all, because I don't have the passion for detailing like that, right? You know what I mean? That's not my ideal of success. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm successful with this project I just connected with, you know what I mean? And I got it from another friend of mine. Like, he was doing it and I was working for him, literally, like working for him, like I just asked you. And I worked for him for 6 months, managing the project for him. I told him I needed my freedom, and he got tired of it, and he gave me the contract, and now I got it. You feel me? But I saw the opportunity when he called me about it. You know what I mean? Because I'm an opportunist. You know what I mean? And I was driving Uber. You feel me? So I got a rental car company. I said, bro, we negotiated. He said what he wanted to pay a manager. I told him give me $3 less, cause I ain't need all that money. Give me $3 less. Let me manage them how I do it. Give me the freedom to come and go as I want, and I'll have this project where he had to be there, and he didn't, bro. And I did it for 6 months. You feel me?
But that's the whole power of networking, though.
It is.
And like I say, if I want networking, like have anybody invite you to their shop and show you the whole process since you've
No.
been in the game?
So, and I commend you on that. And it wasn't a thing because I'm all for daggone working with everybody. That's why I always try to do the collab thing with us when we detail all the mobile guys. I try to put something together. It won't ever me trying to be the face of anything like that. I just want us to all come together and then have everybody just basically collab and have a good time with just detailing. But I never reached out. I couldn't even tell you why. I never inboxed you back then because, like I said, I knew about the orange guys.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
never reached out to you. I never reached out to Jeff. That's extreme detailing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Out the beach.
Yeah.
See, I never met him, but I know
Oh, you
I
don't
know
met
of him. Yeah, I didn't. I never reached out, but I wish I would have. Just to get free games. I didn't. I I already had put it in my head that like, man, these guys they too busy, man. They ain't gonna want to talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like I say,
Jeff an open book.
Terrence opened his doors to me, but I didn't know Terrence for a long time.
Yeah.
We was skating back in the
Yeah.
day.
But then Jeff opened his doors to me, showed me around the business.
Yeah.
Taught me a couple of things, showed me how to polish. Justin Detail
Right here, got on.
showed me his shop.
Yeah.
Showed me the window tinting machine, all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got Patrick with I don't want to say the wrong name, but my boy Patrick VA Shine.
Okay.
I heard of VA Shine. Yeah,
I've
okay,
been
I got you.
networking with him, doing golf tournaments and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I was able to see the shop process and understand employees and stuff like that. So that's the power of networking too.
And Dave's
Who you got
always
around
like,
you.
bro, I don't want no shop, bro.
That was my next question about to ask Dave. I was like, why you ain't go? Why you ain't never think about doing the
I
shop?
did, man. I looked at a shop in Greenbrier like during the pandemic, and like I said, I'm just not passionate about detailing.
I
man.
got you.
You know what I'm
Ain't
saying? I'm
no
not.
love
I'm good at it, but anything I do, I give 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give 100%. I'm watching YouTube videos, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I did what I did, made the van wrapped the van up, showing up in uniform. I go to the customer house, I'm putting the canopy up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So next door neighbor like, hey, who that got a can in the house? He got the canopy up, got the van wrapped,
I
got the
won't
shirt
put no
on.
canopy
I
up.
want him. You know what I'm saying?
I won't do
That's
no
all it
canopy,
is.
dog.
Yeah.
I wish I would have though.
Presentation, everything. Too.
This why I wouldn't do a canopy, because your employees that's another extra step to cause some damage, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That wind get the
No
blowing,
way. Yeah.
and that thing hit that car and
Yeah.
scratch it up.
Yeah.
You look good out there until it scratched that Porsche up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of damage, what's like the biggest damage y'all ever done?
I don't even want to talk
Yo,
about
what?
it.
I want to talk. Y'all know I'm vertically challenged, so they're going. The ladder always been my best friend with most vehicles, even certain sedans if they sitting up a little too high. But I got the bottom of the ladder. I put it too close to the door, and I put a big tail dent like right at the bottom of the daggone driver door. Man, I was honest with the client, let him know. Luckily he ain't trip. I told him I can use my insurance or whatever like that. He was like, man, you good. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Your integrity, and you let me know. I'm like, man, I dodged the bullet with that one. Cause I ain't gonna lie, just to be completely transparent, I thought I was like, man, should I say something? I like it's kind of low, but no, I went on and told him, man, it's always good that they're gonna have your integrity there.
What about you, Dave?
I ain't really high. Like
You by yourself, dog.
only one time I with a drill brush I ripped the fabric in like his car seat, but I paid a company to come out to like stitch it, man.
Oh, you
I
had
ain't-
too high the drill brush.
yeah,
too?
you know the drill brush, the side of it, you
Yeah.
can't touch the side of it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The side
Yeah,
hit the fabric of the seat,
yeah.
put like a hole in it, and I had paid a company to come do it, but other than that, I ain't.
It's cool.
You know, I know you probably got like a pressure washing engine type story or something.
Bro, listen, dog. I got engine story, 3 in particular. I did a Donzi boat. This Donzi is like a top of the line boat. It's me and 2 of my employees there. We buffing the boat. It's like a $1,200 job. You know what I mean? The boat, we getting the boat right. One of my guys go on the inside and he opened the door and he forced it the wrong way and broke the door off. $900 later, you know what I mean? They couldn't find the door, and it was like this big, like, man, it was so stupid. It was a big payday, you know what I mean? I had another guy, I used to tell my employees, now this is kind of my fault, right? When you open the van doors, don't, you know what I mean, don't park close to cars. Like, if you open that door and that door can touch a car, you need to move, you know what I mean? Right? Because you're going to open the door, it's going to fly open, it's going to touch somebody's car up.
Yeah.
Bro. And so I got 50-foot hoses in my van on purpose.
Yeah.
So that you can
You gotta
like,
be too close.
bro, you
Yeah.
can literally go pull the hose out the van and go from one side of the car and walk all the way around and then come all the way back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we can, you can move around.
Yeah.
Not one, but 2 cars at the same location. He got 2 cars parked on the side of the van. The doors open, the wind blow both doors open, and tear the fender on one car and the rear fender on another car. The door and the rear fender, bro. On like some real nice, we talking like $3,800 worth of damage. Like, just what are we doing, bro?
For how much job? How much was the job?
It was probably 250 details, full details. You know what I mean?
That's another thing that discouraged me from employees.
But you,
Oh yeah.
you gotta have processes. The last one, a guy named Mike, he had this like Charger, bro, this Super B car, man. He was my favorite because he used to love me, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, he brought the car to the shop. I told my guy, because I was taking Mike back to his shop.
Right.
I said, do not, he had some aluminum wheels. I said, do not spray no acid on these wheels. Because I already did them and kind of messed them up anyway, you know what I mean, before that. So I knew not to do it no more. I knew this was going to take it to the next level. I specifically said, we are going to clean these wheels by hand. Hey, bro.
Did he dilute it or it was straight?
Bro, I came back, the wheels was done. I said, bro, did you spray acid on the wheels? He was like, nah. I said, you did. And so, long story short, it was like some $2,000, $3,000 wheels. Mike never used me again after that, man. He was frustrated with me. And it was like hard to get. He was going to the race that weekend. That's why we was cleaning it up.
Yeah.
And bro, he had like ink embedded, like it was like ink dyed. It was dyed with ink on it. But it's always the most amazing. So, yeah, I had another guy that came. We did this old school truck for him, and he came back and said we put the miles on his truck. Now this one I'm successful. I'm doing good. He talking about we was driving his truck for the weekend. He going off. Y'all was driving my truck, bro. It's like a 1993 Ford Lightning.
They did a Ferris Bueller.
It ain't even that clean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's an old truck. I'm like, sir, I got a Harley at the house.
Yeah.
I got a 2 Cutlass. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody drive. I promise you, it got over 300 miles. I'm like, bro, we not driving your truck. Like, I promise you, nobody wanted this truck but you. And he just pulled off, and I let him. I ain't even go behind. He owed me like $350.
Still to this day.
Yeah, he don't owe me no more. He good. I ain't want no bad review.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it won't work for bad review. You know what I mean? So,
Reviews, boy.
bro, I got story after day for days, bro. You know what I mean? We could do a podcast about horror stories about detailing, bro. Like 5 hours of footage. But yeah, man. So, all right. So 2 vans, 3 employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
You working when you want to work. How much money you making?
Well, in Employees
Talking about how much profit, how much money you need to be comfortable in your lifestyle,
annually.
comfortable and successful.
Annually,
Mhm.
I say at least about 250
To be comfortable.
to be
Y'all, he a baller, y'all.
comfortable.
Yeah, bro. But why you need
you
$250,000, dog?
Remember you did the numbers for me last time. My
Yes,
base
sir.
price we was
Yes,
at
sir.
108.
Uh-huh.
I'm at
But that ain't all your money now.
that ain't all, but the shipyard I just hit
You
what?
ain't gotta.
We just doing detailing.
I mean, you can talk about it. If you comfortable.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah,
Hey,
come on,
overbook.
big money.
No,
Hey, we
man.
know where to borrow some money from when we need it. But
No, bro. Daggone shipyard without overtime. They just gave us a raise. We at 84
a year.
a year.
Okay.
That's hard to leave.
You think so?
Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Bro, I wouldn't go to work nowhere for 84. I no, let me stop lying.
It depends on your goal.
Mm,
And he got time invested retirement. But it just
all of
depends on
that.
what you really
All of
want to
that.
do.
I mean, I'm with you on that because if you're making 84
Well,
at the
he only
shipyard,
35
bro,
too. My bad, I
it-
cut you off.
if you had one employee that was doing your work and you was making a easy $1,000, $1,500 a week, but they was doing all the work, bro, why ain't that success?
We gotta talk off camera. We gotta get right.
And it's way simpler than what you think it is, right? We emphasize how hard it is with the employees. It's all because we don't know how to manage them, right? Right? The same way, and this about the, you know what I mean? This is a whole nother topic. The same way we don't know how to manage women, and women don't know how to manage men,
Right.
right? Right? So I ain't, and again, I'm not saying everybody, right? I'm just saying, let's talk about men. Like, if you're not a calm, masculine, you can hold, you know, you have peace, inner peace, and your woman don't get you rattled, right?
You can control your emotions.
You can control your emotions, bro. That's what a masculine man is. Like, that's what it takes to be a great man and a great leader, right? And most women need that. You know, it's some biblical stuff. I ain't doing all that right now. I'm just saying. But not understanding the assignment, right? So, like, you know, if you are, you know what I mean? If you don't know how to use your words, if you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to communicate, and all women is crazy. Nah, bro. Do you know how to communicate?
Right.
You know, are you an angry man? Most men are angry. You know what I mean? And most men think that being a man is, I'm the man. I'm the man. That ain't what a man is.
Right.
Your girl holler at you hollering back, versus being like, hey, babe, we don't do that. No, man. No, man. I ain't holler at you. Don't holler at me.
Right.
I love you. I respect you. I honor you. And that's not how we're going to lead in our relationship. That's what real men do, right? But most people, or a lot of people, don't know that. And so here's my point. If you don't understand employees, how they're wired, how they think, what they want, what they need, if you don't understand that, then yeah, you're going to have a hard time dealing with employees, right? Because you don't know and you don't understand. But go read some books, go get some knowledge, go figure out, go talk to some people that got a business and that's successful and that work with multiple people. Now, our employees' headaches, they absolutely can be. You hear me? Like, I ain't gonna pretend, you know what I mean? But I heard somebody put it like this. You have A, B, and C employees, right? You keep your A's, you train your B's to either stay who they are or become an A, and your C people, you replace them with a new B or A, right? Your C people are replaceable. I always replace my worst employee with a new guy. You understand what I'm saying? Because one bad apple. All I'm saying is, bro, if we don't learn and understand what it takes to like manage a business and scale a business, because there comes a point as you scale where you be making money and then you start losing money,
Right.
right?
Right.
It sound crazy. When I had my event venues, we had one. I wasn't really making no money, but we was super booked. We got two, and we was doing okay. I got a third one, and we was killing it, right? Because two venues paid for all the bills, employees. The last one, it was all profit. We used to make about $12,000 or $15,000 a month in profit off of that business. Now I was gonna move to Newport News, Hampton, and get a fourth location. We would have begun to lose about $8,000 a month with having a fourth location
Gotcha.
because of logistics, because of numbers, because as you scale, you grow, and you get to a plateau where it does this, right? And when it do that, or you drop down because you know what I mean, you have to like plan and like you gotta have invest, and you it might take you to get to another 3 employees that like let's say you open a new shop in Chesapeake,
Right.
you're gonna lose money because you got to start advertising. You got to get people in there. You got to get the chemicals. So it take a couple. It might take you a year or two to get that business going, depending on your work ethic. You know what I mean? But so my point to you is, if you want to scale out of work, you have to go up on your prices, right? You have to do something different. The model that you're using today is not going to work,
Right.
and not that it's not successful because it's working for you right now, right? To a certain degree.
To a certain degree.
To a certain degree. So when you say that you're not successful, I don't think you should beat yourself up, and I don't think you should ever say to yourself that you're not successful, because I know a lot of people that's about to and was and I'm gonna or started and they ended, right? I know a lot of people like that. You 10 years in, you got to pat yourself on the back and say, man, 10 years later, I'm still here. It might not be where I want to be, but is that a fail? You know what I'm saying? So now you got to ask yourself, what do I really want? And to go back to that navigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if you go in the water and, let's say you're on a sailboat, you got a sailboat and you go in the water and we're trying to get to California and California is south and you have no compass, bro, right? When you get in the water and that wind gonna take you wherever the wind gonna take you, right? It might take you north 30 miles off. It might bring you back this way and you feel like you're making some ground. And then it might take you east, you know what I mean? And you just going back and forth. But if you had a compass, you can grab that, you know what I mean? You can grab that sail and you can pull it this way so it'll start shooting me to the south so I can go where I'm going. So you just gotta find direction. You work hard, you have a solid business, you have a solid name, right? You have equipment, you have everything you need. Now you just have to have purpose behind what you're doing. That's it. That's it. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get you there too, bro.
You got me again. My dog.
Hey, where we at, man?
We at an hour.
We're at an hour.
Wow.
So let me say this. So I talked about last week on our episode, what would you do for free? So I would literally teach and coach business owners that's from startup businesses or people that's like that has a business that's working that want it to go to the next level, right? I would love to coach you and teach you how to like grow your company and be good, right? I've heard a lot of business owners say to me, man, I'm still trying to reach my first $100,000. Man, we was doing every business I've owned has done $100,000. Like the first year, not like back in the days. I'm saying after I reached that mark, like we just was like it was 100,000 was nothing. I started my business a month ago, my new business a month and a half ago, and I'm gonna do 6 figures this year. And I'm on the second half of the year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't understand anything, I understand business. So I started my own page. It's called Ask Coach Terrence. I'm sorry, Ask Coach T on Instagram. I'm not launching as of yet, but if you're a business owner and you work hard, you've been successful, just like Tev here, you have a business that's been growing, and you want to scale, you want to understand scaling and what to do and how to do, like I am going to start coaching. So if you want to kind of get in, I'm not starting right away. I will have some conversations with some people, but I am going to be charging for my coaching services as well. I'm going to help Tev build what he got going on, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about what we've done and like where we've, you know what I mean, we've gotten, but with clear vision. So if you are out there and you're working hard, you got a business, you want to start a business, you don't know how to be motivated, like I got some stuff for you. Make sure you follow me on IG, reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you. Even if you just want to go over vision, I'm open. I'm an open book. But I really want to help people, and this is my passion, man. That's why I'm here doing this podcast. It's what I love, So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with it, bro. I'm all ears.
Yep. So
About
yeah,
to absorb everything. I definitely appreciate you. And again, like I told you the other day, Dave, thank you for giving me the opportunity, man, for me to tell my story, me to meet Terrence. Daggone, this has been a blessing for real.
for
Y'all
No
make sure
problem.
y'all tap
No
in,
problem.
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Episode 2.
yep.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, word of advice, man, stay in your lane. You know,
Yeah.
stay in your own lane. Wherever you at, stay in your lane. Do what you do.
First
Like,
off,
like, comment, and subscribe.
I need to get rid of that
Pull
damn
it
car.
up.
We ain't done yet.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe. You talking about the car?
That's a whole nother. We'll talk about
Cup
that
full,
later.
Cup full podcast. We on Spotify and Apple Music. Not Apple Music. We on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah. And if you want to come on the show, inbox us. We got a couple nice episodes coming up. If you're a business owner and you want to come and share your story and spill some tea, we would love to have you here. Okay.
All right.
We out.